everybody, Cosmic Zen here. This is in response to one of my good friend SSanf's videos that she put out several months ago, and I'll put the link in the description box. And I'm just going to sum it up for you. She talks about how different people throughout different cultures have this God sense in their head, that they feel like they're communicating with otherworldly forces, and that possibly this is some kind of sixth sense, and I'm about to debunk all that. Now, SSanf, I love ya, and I don't want you to hate me after I tell you this. But when it comes to these supernatural things like the gods of the trees or the spirit of the water or even having a spirit yourself, there's no evidence to back this up. Now, I know you got a whole bunch of arguments to come back with that, but I just want to talk specifically about the brain, how it works, and the God feeling we were talking about. Now, you're probably aware of this experiment that happened a year, 2, 3 years ago, whenever they hooked up the nuns and the Buddhist monks to the brainwave thing in the MRI, and they had the nuns praying and the Buddhist monks chanting and meditation, and they saw that the area of the brain that lit up when the nuns talked were the two side lobes, and when the monks chanted and were meditating, they were lighting up in the center of their brain, showing the difference between the meditative religious state and the praying God experience religious state. So here's the thing. First, I want to say the sixth sense thing, you should just get rid of that idea altogether, because it's not something special and it's not something any human can't do. If they believe in the supernatural and they want to pray, it's no problem to just start praying and believing it, and you're going to have that feeling. It's not hard to do. Every atheist can do it. Except probably, of course, the little babies. Everybody's born atheist. They probably can't do it. But the thing is just because we have these feelings of an outer presence, that's nothing. Okay, that's the subconscious just not wanting to be alone and not accepting that it's alone in the universe, and that communication is only going to pass within and throughout the brain with our senses, with our eyes and our ears and our other senses. And we do have more than 5 senses. The sixth sense isn't necessarily ESP. We have kinesthesia and equilibrium. There's several senses that our body has. Science has evolved since they taught us we only had 5 senses. The point being is that the electrical chemical response that's happening in the brain during these religious experiences is really no different than other emotions that we have. Love and hate, and I guess I don't have to list all the different emotions, but that reverence feeling, it's the same no matter what God you plug into it, even if you plug in nature and reality. How do we know this is the correct one? Because through process of elimination, atheism is the default position. And until anyone can back up any religious claim, no matter what the religion is, or belief, or supernatural, miracle, magic system that you want to support, because all those things are equal, then atheism will stand as the default position. Because there's no accurate record of any kind of miracles being videotaped or recorded in any way that is consistent or credible. Now, I agree there's a lot of unexplained wonders in the universe, and I don't have all the answers, and I'm not claiming to. But I assure you, when it comes to consciousness without matter, we have no evidence to even start to test its reality, let alone its credibility. When it comes to spiritual substance or the ether, we've proven that doesn't exist long ago. Everything in the universe that we can reach or touch or see, and everything that we can observe with telescopes and microscopes, from the super gigantic, astrophysically huge to the infinitesimally small, microscopic, atom-sized, everything that we know about is matter and energy. Without exception, matter and energy. Now, all of the matter is mapped out on the table of elements. Now, certainly there must be other elements out there that we're unaware of that we might discover as we start traveling the planets, but it will be made out of matter. And atoms and protons and neutrons and electrons. The 4 kinds of force that we know about, the energies, which everything that isn't matter is: gravity, electromagnetism, strong and weak radiation. Even our brains are subject to electrochemical response. Everything in the universe is matter or energy. And for there to be gods or spirits, there has to be a spiritual substance that somehow constructs a brain and brain waves that isn't made out of carbon cells and carbon material and the things that we're made up of. We're made up of carbon and water mostly. And all animals are made of similar things. And they have ideas Animals have ideas because they have brains. But there's no spirit of the tree making conscious decisions. There's no evolution making decisions out there. There's no big giant head telling us what to do and watching us masturbate. It's just not out there. And I'm not trying to, I like you, SSanf, so I'm not trying to come down on you. I'm just saying, if you got something to show us, show us something. Because otherwise, the mystic religions or whatever have no more validity than Christianity or Muslim or Judaism or any of them. And I'm not trying to be a smart-ass asshole. I'm just trying to say that, if you got some mystic wisdom for us, show it to us. I'm open. I want eternal life. I want to do magic. I want to do all the cool stuff that people fantasize about. And I'm not afraid to cross any taboo. I have no restrictions. I'm totally open to whatever type of whatever. Can't be more open-minded than me. So hook me up with something. Or something. At least say hi. Hi, SSanf. Hope this helps. You, anybody else who watches. See y'all. Bye. Peace. Why should I?